All right, we're gonna do a rolling start here, and here we go. Hi everybody, Jim from County Corvette. I have a really nice 2014 coupe here. It is a 4,000 mile original, one owner car. Z51 mag ride, dual function exhaust. The car's like new. It's a clear top on it, and there's just really no wear and tear on this car whatsoever. It's always been properly maintained, stored inside, never raced or abused, driven hard, that type of thing. So there's really not much to talk about it. It's a car you can buy sight unseen, no paint work, no damage, no curb rash. It's ready to go. So we're going to take it out for a drive. I've looked the car over, haven't driven it yet, but we're going to take it out here and just run it up and make sure everything's 100%. I did have the mechanics look at it. They gave it clean bill of health, and it's a great car. So if you're in the market for a C7 Corvette and you're looking for something that is as close to new as possible, take a good look at it. This one's crystal red metallic with the ebony interior, and it's just a sweetheart. Really nice car. And with that, it's a 2LT, so it's got the all the options that come with that. And head-up display, the sport power seats, dual zone air conditioning, telescopic tilt wheel, and more. All right, so let's take this thing out for a ride and see how we like it. All right, it's pretty warm today, so we'll get right up to operating temperature with this thing here. Now, I don't know if I mentioned, I don't believe I did, that this car is a automatic. But as with all these automatics in the C7s, it does come with the standard paddle shift. So you can simply go from drive to manual and get yourself a paddle shift. But I'm going to drive it in drive, just to let it drive itself. Not literally drive itself. Shift itself. This is a really comfortable car, and it really just looks, feels, and drives like a new C7. These tires are in excellent shape. There's no flat spotting. Just a really tall standing car. These cars are tremendous values right now, and they've really held their value. When you get into some of the European cars, a Mercedes, BMW, any of the German cars, with the exception of some of the Porsches, but even some of the Porsches, you get real hot and heavy depreciation over the first year, sometimes as much as 30%. Not with the Corvettes. These things really have retained value because they're just so much bang for the buck and always have been. The oil life's at 98%, so that's fresh. But yeah, this thing goes down the road flawlessly. Not a squeak or a rattle. Steering wheel's perfect. The interior looks brand new in this car, so. Really not much to say. It's just a matter of, do you like the colors? If you like the colors and you're looking for an automatic, I don't think you have to look much further. It's worth it to spend the extra money on a super low mileage car like this. It's not exponentially higher for the exponentially higher value that you get. So take that with a grain of salt. That's my opinion. That's my advice. But I've been doing this for long enough to know that you just can't go wrong with a really, really superb condition, original low mileage Corvette. Those are always the cars that retain the value and ultimately become collectible. Now this car, in 14, it really was not a special car. They didn't have the Z06. This was as good as it could get in 14, a Z51 equipped car. But this one's got all the right stuff, so. All right, we're gonna do a rolling start here, and here we go. All right, I blew out a little bit of carbon there, but does everything right. Shifts perfectly. And this is cool because the exhaust opens up on this car automatically, so it's nice and quiet, and when you get on it, it opens up the flap in the exhaust and gives you some nice sound. So just a great car, super comfortable. These cars are easy to get in and out of relative to other types of sports cars, and just really good cars. So I can't say enough about how this thing feels. I'll put it in manual and manually shift it, but the transmission's flawless in this thing the way it shifts. We'll just double check that. You have your, I'll put it in sport. I'll put it in track actually here. That opens up the exhaust. So we'll just do a quick little demo of track mode with manual shift. I'm not gonna go crazy here, but it does open up the exhaust enough to give you that nice sound. All right, let's just start off in first here. I'm not going to mash the throttle. I don't want to burn up these beautiful tires and make a scene here and get myself in trouble. But it definitely changes the mood of the car when you put it in that track mode. And you've got a variety. I think you've got 5 modes on these, from economy all the way up to track, touring, sport, track. Does what it's supposed to do. Shifts real nice. There's a lot of opinions on paddle shift. The only opinion I have really is whether the paddles themselves stay stationary or if they're just integrated into the steering wheel where it turns. It's personal preference. If you have a nice long stationary one, I kind of like them on some of the European cars, but hey, these work really well, and this thing's probably never been manually shifted. All right, so thanks for watching, and please subscribe,